Section 1. A plastic deluge. The scale of India's challenge. India produces millions of tons of plastic waste annually. This staggering figure represents a growing environmental and social crisis. Plastic, once hailed as a modern marvel, now clogs our landfills, pollutes our oceans, and threatens our ecosystems. The sheer volume of plastic waste generated in India demands immediate attention and action. We must confront this challenge head-on to protect our planet and ensure a healthy future for generations to come. The problem extends beyond landfills. Plastic waste leaches into our waterways, contaminating rivers and oceans. It ends up in the stomachs of marine animals, jeopardizing their health and survival. Microplastics, tiny particles less than 5 millimeters in size, are now ubiquitous, found in our drinking water and even the air we breathe. This pervasive pollution has far-reaching consequences for human health and the delicate balance of our ecosystems. India's plastic predicament is a complex issue with no easy solutions. It requires a multifaceted approach involving government policies, industry innovation, and individual responsibility. We need stricter regulations on plastic production and consumption, coupled with incentives for businesses to adopt sustainable practices. Public awareness campaigns are crucial to educate citizens about the environmental impact of their choices and encourage responsible waste management. The road ahead is challenging, but there is hope. India has a long tradition of environmental stewardship, rooted in the principles of ahimsa, non-violence, and interconnectedness. By harnessing our collective wisdom and embracing innovative solutions, we can stem the tide of plastic pollution. This is not just about cleaning up the mess we have created, it's about reimagining our relationship with plastic and building a more sustainable future for India. Section 2. Consumption. Chaos. From convenience to crisis. India's relationship with plastic has evolved dramatically over the decades. Initially hailed for its affordability and versatility, plastic quickly permeated every aspect of Indian life. From packaging and consumer goods to construction and agriculture, plastic's convenience made it indispensable. This rapid adoption, however, outpaced the development of adequate waste management systems, leading to the crisis we face today. The rise of single-use plastics, particularly plastic bags and packaging, has exacerbated the problem. These items, often used for mere minutes, persist in the environment for centuries. Their lightweight nature makes them easily airborne, contributing to the unsightly litter that plagues our cities and countryside. This visible pollution is just the tip of the iceberg, masking the more insidious threat of microplastics and their long-term impact on our ecosystems. Changing consumption patterns, driven by urbanization and a growing middle class, further fuel the plastic surge. The rise of online shopping and food delivery services, while offering convenience, also generates mountains of packaging waste. This trend highlights the need for systemic change, urging businesses to adopt sustainable packaging solutions and consumers to make conscious choices. Addressing this complex challenge requires a multi-pronged approach. Promoting reusable alternatives to single-use plastics is crucial. Investing in robust waste management infrastructure, including efficient collection and sorting systems, is equally vital. Ultimately, shifting societal attitudes towards plastic consumption is paramount. We must move away from a throwaway culture and embrace a more circular economy where materials are reused, recycled, and ultimately, plastic waste is minimized. Section 3. Environmental fallout, wildlife, pollution, and a warming planet. The environmental consequences of India's plastic predicament are far-reaching and devastating. Plastic pollution poses a grave threat to India's rich biodiversity, contaminates its water resources, and exacerbates the global climate crisis. From the Himalayas to the coasts, the impacts are evident, demanding urgent action to mitigate further damage. India's diverse wildlife is particularly vulnerable to plastic pollution. Marine animals, including endangered sea turtles, whales, and dolphins, often mistake plastic bags for jellyfish, leading to ingestion and starvation. On land, stray animals scavenging in garbage dumps are prone to consuming plastic, causing internal injuries and death. The presence of plastic in the food chain poses significant risks to human health, highlighting the interconnectedness of this crisis. The impact on water resources is equally alarming. Plastic waste clogs drains and sewage systems, contributing to flooding and the spread of waterborne diseases. Chemicals leaching from plastic can contaminate groundwater, posing risks to human health and agricultural productivity. The presence of microplastics in rivers and oceans further compounds the problem, threatening aquatic life and potentially entering the human food chain. Furthermore, plastic production and disposal contribute significantly to greenhouse gas emissions. The extraction of fossil fuels, the primary raw material for plastic, releases harmful pollutants into the atmosphere. The incineration of plastic waste releases toxic fumes, further exacerbating air pollution and climate change. Addressing plastic pollution is therefore crucial for mitigating climate change and achieving India's sustainability goals.